everyone, this is Wendy. Welcome to Loving It on Keto. I just got back from work and I actually had to take off a little early so I could go see a bariatric specialist about the problems that I've been having with my lap band. As most of you know, if you watched one of my first videos, I've had a lap band in place since 2005, and I had some major issues 2 years ago, and those issues have started coming back. I am choking on saliva for no reason, and it's aspirating into my lungs. I'll have water and it'll aspirate into my lungs for no reason. I'll wake up in the middle of the night and I'll have horrible heartburn, burning, which you're not supposed to have at all with a lap band. So I thought, great, I'm having these issues again. I might get another ulcer on the stoma. So I thought I better see a bariatric doctor. So I got new insurance this year that actually allows you to go for bariatric issues. And so I made an appointment, went to see him, and I took all of the pictures and all of the information with the biopsy and everything that they did in 2017 with me, and the doctor came in, shook my hand, started looking through everything, and he asked me what was going on, and I started to tell him. And when I was through, he said, "Why didn't the doctor remove your lap band in 2017? He said, when you had this ulcer and you had the mass in your stomach and you were having all these issues, that lap band should have been removed." He said lap bands only are good for 5 to 8 years. And that they need to come out, that they actually can erode through the throat esophagus area and damage and rip a hole through your throat. And that I was lucky that I hadn't perforated anything yet. And he said, "You need to have that out." And I was in shock, and because I thought he was going to want to scope me and go back in and take a look at everything. And he said, no. He said, if you had this 2 years ago, you're 2 years too long. And he said, that lap band is 14 years old and you need to have it removed. And he said, let's get up, let's go over and get you scheduled for surgery. And I was dumbfounded. I was in shock. I was like, everything hit me at once. Shock. I was afraid. I didn't know what I was. It was just like, okay. And so I said to him, I don't know if my insurance is going to pay for it. And he looked at me and he said, based on this information and what you told me, they will approve the removal of it. And he went and got his insurance advocate, came and talked with me, told me that she would call me tomorrow and let me know what my insurance said and that we would move forward with this. And she wanted my email address, and I exchanged that with her. And by the time I got home, my appointment was at 3. By the time I got home and did what I normally do when I get home, I checked my email and there was a letter in there, and it said that my insurance had approved my surgery, but I needed to get pulmonary and cardiac release to have the surgery. I talked with the doctor too a little bit about the surgery 2 years ago when he told me he wanted $30,000 to remove it. I said, well, it costs $20,000 to have the lap band put in. He said it's more complicated to have the lap band removed than it is to put the lap band in, and it's a little longer procedure, and that's why it cost more. So I was grateful that she got all these things done. I was prescribed a CPAP, I think 2 years ago, and so Sleep Center was the people that did all of that study, and my CPAP, excuse me, not my lap band, my CPAP machine electronically sends over all the information. So I called them, and they no longer take Humana. I have an appointment with the cardiologist on this Wednesday. at 10 a.m. So I'm going to go to work, go there, probably get an EKG, heart, lung, and whatever else they need. And then I'll probably be set up to have my lap band removed shortly thereafter, because he said it's not an emergency, but it is urgent, because we don't want it perforating. You don't want that damage to happen with all that acid sitting on the top of the stoma. And he said some adults have got onset adult asthma from aspirating the fluids into their lungs from the lap band shifting to where it doesn't need to be. And he said you need to have that removed. So came home, talked about it with my husband, and we actually got on YouTube and watched three lap band procedure removals. And I'm very clinical. I like to research everything. I like to read about everything. And so I actually kind of felt better after seeing the surgeries, the removals, and what was going to happen. And I started wrapping my head around it, because it happened so fast. I was not prepared for it. So now I'm here today to tell you that I'm extremely nervous, because I've had that lap band as a crutch for 14 years. And I'm not going to have that anymore. And the only thing I can say is, thank God I found ketogenic way of eating, because without that, I think I would have been in a down and out panic mode, because food has never been my friend. Food has never been my friend. Carbohydrates have never been my friend, and sugar was my down and out right enemy. And I was terrified. My head driving home, I was thinking of all these things, because, you know, that lap band was my one measure. I couldn't overeat because I had that lap band in place. And now they're going to remove it, remove all the scar tissue, fix anything that needs to be fixed. And now I'm going to have a full stomach, a full on line, a full throat, and I'm going to be able to eat food like a normal person. And that kind of terrifies me. So my goal is to calm down, to stay the course, stay on my ketogenic diet, stick with logging my macros, which I do faithfully, weighing and measuring everything that I put into my mouth, and trying not to overthink what's going to be happening to me over the next few weeks. And so I think what I'm going to do is, my husband and I this weekend are going to take a ride. We love traveling around and checking out some of the cute little towns and the scenery here in the Southwest. And I think we're going to go out to one of our favorite restaurants, Cowboy Cookin', and what we'll do is we'll take some pictures along the way and show you how we eat keto on the road. I have this really cute store I love going to, and we'll take you guys along. So bear with me. What I want to do in my next video is, I ordered some products online preemptively. As far as I know, I'm going to probably be on liquids, a liquid diet. Sometimes they make you do a liquid diet before, and I know I will be after. I'm sure I'm going to be very painful and very sore, because the port site is going to be sore where they cut the port off of the muscle. They're going to be going in probably 5 incisions. All the scar tissue that's holding, and they tuck the stomach right up around the lap band, so they have to cut all that away and remove everything. And so I'm going to be cut and scraped and burned and cauterized inside, and I'm going to have like 5 little incisions around my abdomen. So I think I'm going to be in pain. So I've been looking at a lot of channels, keto channels, Keto Connect, Keto Christina, Keto Diamond. I've been looking at Keto Chaos. I have a lot of channels that I really love, and trying to look for pure products that I can buy. And so I decided to buy Perfect Keto whey protein. I bought their MCT, powdered MCT oil, because sometimes the liquid MCT oil does upset my stomach and my intestines, and I think that I need to stay away from liquid MCT oil. I also bought some Perfect Keto base because I think that I want to stay in ketosis, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to I won't even be doing macros, I don't think, for a couple weeks afterwards, depending on my throat and the state of my throat, where they remove everything, if it's going to be sore or not. I know I will make a pot of, I think I want to make beef bone broth. I've always done chicken in the past. I want to get some good bones. I want to go to Whole Foods and get some bones, and I think I want to make some good beef broth, so I have beef broth. I even am trying the Perfect Keto collagen in vanilla, so that I can just have some different flavors. And I have a box that came today, and I want to open it and see what's in it, because I think it happens to be some of my Perfect Keto stuff. So I will shut off the camera and go into the kitchen, and I'll see you guys in just a minute. So I ordered from Perfect Keto this time. It's the first time I've ordered any of their products to try based on what the other keto YouTube channels said. I got the Keto Collagen in vanilla. I have been eating the BioTrust collagen, which I love, but it's unflavored and I only use it in coffee. So I thought I'd get vanilla. I also got the Keto Base Salted Caramel and the Keto Base chocolate, because I want some variety. I think I'm probably going to be on liquids for probably 2 weeks, depending on my throat. If that lap band's been strangling that area for a very long time, they're going to be pulling all the scar tissue away. If they have to cut the stomach away or stitches in that area, you get my drift. My throat's going to be swollen. Just when they go down and scope me, my throat was raw and swollen, so I know that I'm anticipating, I guess, the worst and hoping for the best. So let me open this one. This is my other one that I got. So just so you know, Perfect Keto, they're not paying me, they're not sponsoring me. I just wanted to do something clean that had good products that they used in it, good ingredients, and based on what I saw and heard, I thought that I would try it. So let's see what this is. Okay, good. It's the Keto Whey chocolate. They have some recipes for like pudding and how to mix these different products together and stuff. So I feel like for the 10 days or so that I'm going to be drinking it, I've got enough different flavors. So I don't know what this is. Oh! They must have sent something. Oh, I know. I saw an ad, and if you ordered, you got these little packets for free. Keto Collagen. I forgot what channel I was watching. One of the keto channels had a code on it, and I went to it, and this was flashing. If you order now, you get this. So great. So I got chocolate collagen, vanilla collagen, chocolate whey, and who doesn't like chocolate, right? I love salted caramel, and then I've got base chocolate. So basically, between all of that and my BioTrust, I feel confident, with my electrolytes, of course, that I've got enough different things once I make my bone broth that I should be set for a week or two, so that I can get through and heal once I have my lap band removed. And I'll let everybody know once I know. But I hope you guys all stay tuned. I'm gonna do, I gotta change my clothes from work because I'm still dressed for work. And I wanna kick off my shoes and get my moo-moo on. But I do wanna get on the computer, and I wanna show you how I set up my Fitbit so that it tracks, and I can go on there and track all of my foods and track my macros every day. So I will see you guys all later. Bye.